Hello guys and gals, following my video in which I compared the AMD 5800X and the 5800X 3D in Flight Simulator and iRacing, I got a request to do another video with my settings from Flight Simulator and the Pico, so I will try to do that. Excuse my English, I'm not a native speaker. So we start here in the Pico4. I don't use virtual desktop because my Wi-Fi is not good enough and I always experience problems with my Quest 2, so I wanted to use a USB keyboard because I only do simming. After some tweaking I got some decent virtual desktop-like visuals, I think. So for me, the streaming assistant in the news version is fine. And of course, I hope that it will get better as time progresses. So we start here. I connect my desktop computer. What do we see here? I start here with the Pico4 settings. I think, as you see here, I use ultra resolution, 72 Hertz. For me, that's fine, even in iRacing. Mainly because I don't want to hassle with switching between iRacing and Microsoft Flight Simulator with the Hertz. So for me, 72 is fine. We did the Bathurst 12-hour race yesterday, and I had zero problems with that. So I have here everything maxed out. You see those settings here, those are in German, but I think, you will get it anyway. And I got this software here, the Pico4 Streaming Assistant Extender, which, what it does is it changes the settings in the config file, which you can do manually, but I think, as you get an UI here, I thought it was fine. You see here a display. I use these settings. I got the bitrate here to 200 megabits per second because I read on Reddit, I think it was, that maxing this out won't do any good because the chipset of the Pico4 is limited. I think just about a little above 200 megabits per second. I don't Wi-Fi. That's then I think that is just taste. But I think what is I set this here sharpening to 1, and because of that I don't use the sharpening thing in iRacing. But I also use OpenXR Toolkit, which I think I'll bring up in Microsoft Flight Simulator when I start this. I don't know if this is any useful, but I think I just click here through the settings and you can look them up and do the same thing. I think OpenXR Toolkit, which is here, you don't need anything. It's just, you do this in the overlay in the simulator. So here we go with them. Sadly my lenses are still fogging up. I came from the hot shower right before the video. So I've got two monitors. That's why I had to bring them up here. So let's look at the settings for Flight Simulator. This will take a while. There. You can see here, I know they are in German, but I think you will get it. And what read here, anwendungsgesteuert means that the application is in charge of the setting. Aus means off, ein means on. Globale Einstellungen, global settings. I think you will get it. Bit German lesson also here for free. So I just scroll slowly through the settings so you can check them out. And here, bit frequency, it's the frames per second, latency, texture filtering, and that's, I think, all you can see here. So we load up Flight Simulator. So we see you in half an hour. So here we are in Flight Simulator. In the settings tab, I am in VR, and yeah, those are my settings. I had to adjust them again because I don't know if it's because of an update, but yeah, they were switched to all ultra from my normal monitor settings. So I think I have them again set as they were used to. So anti-aliasing, I've got TAA because every other thing for me is blurred too much. Yeah, as you see, I have some settings at low, which means niedrig, middle, yeah, I think that's clear, hoch, high, ultra, it's clear, aus, off. So yeah, I think you will get it. I think volumetric clouds, yeah, I have them on middle. For me, that's okay. You can go a bit higher if you want. Texture, I've got on high. Texture resolution. Yeah, and some other settings I have on low, and here also the low numbers, because in VR I don't see much difference, honestly. Yeah, what else? I think traffic I've got off. I think that's yeah, one main thing, because I mainly do glider flights and yeah, in some mountain regions or something like that, and yeah, normally that's, I don't care that much because yeah, you don't see it anyways. But I think I will try some settings higher today and see if that goes. I don't know if that see, I think that is everything on. I don't know, there's still something to see here. No. And yeah, so I think the most important thing is here the traffic settings. You can, yeah, raise them a bit, but I think this will, if you go up high with those settings on a yeah, big international airport, you will get definitely slowdowns, because I think this is too much for my graphics card, the 3070. Which is a bit old nowadays. So yeah, I still wait to upgrade. But for me, I can play just fine. So we are here now in the air. I will show the OpenXR settings, and I forgot that because my settings were changed, as I said before, in Flight Simulator, the CAS setting, HMD CAS, was on in the sim, in the menu I showed you before. I switched that to off because I have CAS activated in OpenXR toolkit. So we are here, I think, near Lugano. I just clicked on the map and yeah, just took off. Don't know what I'm doing here, but this is a Cessna, a normal Cessna with a little mod here, which you see is cargo thing. You can put some boxes there and do some nice things. You can open the doors and stuff, and yeah, you can activate those things if the sun is shining too much. Yeah, but as you see, it's not perfectly smooth, but for me it looks great, and you have to remember that this runs on a 3070 Nvidia card, not overclocked. And yeah, it's just screaming, stop this, play Fortnite, and if you want to continue this, just buy a 4090, you idiot. But yeah, I torture it till it dies, or if the prices come to a normal range for the better cards, for the newer cards, I will buy a newer one, but as it stands, it yeah, just has to do the job. So I will open OpenXR Toolkit. As you see, perhaps some stuttering. This is since I switched from the Quest 2 to the Pico4. When I open up the overlay, it just stutters. I don't know if when it's gone, it's fine again. But yeah, just so I will try to look there that the contrast is good. I think you can read it. There is nothing to see here, I think. So here I have CAS activated 70%, foveated rendering performance, wide, frame throttling 36 because we chose 72 hertz or frames. So these are half the frames, which works good here. For me it looks really smooth. If I look left, right, very fast, yeah, it's not perfect, but I don't fly fighter jets or something like that. Normally I do gliding with some mod glider planes, or yeah, in the mountains. So for me that's perfectly fine. Don't have any problems doing the landings. And yeah, so appearance, I think this is nothing, especially post-processing I have off. You can do something like you have sunglasses on and such stuff. I don't need that. Shaking reduction I've got a bit on. Display resolution, I've got these settings on here. I think I found them on Reddit somewhere. So what I think is important is here disable mask. This I think will bring some frames also, and I think this is it. Yeah. So just let's switch that off. Yeah, that's it for my settings. I hope I could help you a little bit, and I think the guy who asked for the video has a 3080, if I remember correctly. So I think with those settings and if you have the same processor, you will get much even better frames and better experience as I do here. But for me it looks great and it flies okay. And yeah, from the visual thing, yeah, perhaps I miss some things like grass or so, but yeah, if I have grass activated you wouldn't see it from those altitude anyway. And for the landing and start, for me that's okay. Also the traffic and stuff, yeah, I don't care that much. For me the landscape, even especially when you do gliding, the landscape and the weather and everything, it's the most important. And for me this looks just great. And so thanks for watching, and if you have questions just post them in the comments. I will try to answer them. Yeah, this is my first video which is in Flight Simulator only, or yeah, where I explain things. So I hope you got every information you wanted, and yeah, hope to see you soon and have fun flying in Flight Simulator.